Hey everybody, James Mulvaney here. The start of a brand new year, the start of a brand new decade. How exciting. And boy have I got some great stuff coming up for you the month of January here at James HQ. So firstly, we released a new video which is called the 7-Day Digital Detox. I think as an entrepreneur it's really important that you kind of have a mindset reset, especially when you come into a brand new decade. And also I spoke to Dr. Laurie Watley, who's a clinical psychologist, about this and how this idea of how everyone's kind of getting addicted to their cell phones, how it can potentially have some kind of damage to people, especially kids growing up. But I thought it was a really interesting topic to explore as well. A lot of people give up alcohol or chocolate for January. I thought, well, how about giving up your mobile phones? That video is live right now. You can go and check it out on YouTube, and I'll put the link directly to that below. So next up, and I'm really excited about this, we finally got round to creating season 2 of my podcast, Create, Reach, Inspire. Season 2 is a little bit different to season 1 in that we're speaking to lots of guests who are top of their field in various different business capacities. So my first guest is Nick Horrocks, who's founder of X.0 Advisory. He's a corporate finance guy, so he is giving us tons of advice on how to raise money as a business, or if you're thinking about launching a startup, what's the best way to actually go and pitch to investors, and what things to look out for when you're pitching to people, and also just generally chat about the landscape of finance and talk a bit about his business and why he set it up, and also how he's using podcasting as a tool to promote it. So it was a really interesting conversation. The first episode is going live this Friday, January the 10th, and completely free to download. Make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. If you go to iTunes or Spotify, and the fucking car alarm's gone off, and now we get 10 double-decker buses come past all at once. Okay, so make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. If you go onto Apple Podcasts or Spotify or any other podcast app, type in Create, Reach, Inspire. You'll make sure you get the latest episode as soon as it's released. All the episodes have been videoed, by the way, so you can watch them also on my YouTube channel. So next up, on January the 15th, that's next Wednesday, I'm going to be teaching another live webinar off the success of my first back in December. Backstage Pass is dropping again next Wednesday, the 15th of January. And what I wanted to do is give you a quick way to build up a bunch of 5-star reviews on your podcast. Let's say you've just launched a podcast, you don't have any reviews. No one wants to listen to a podcast that kind of just looks a bit lonely and sad. So there's a few little tips and tricks which you can use to quickly accelerate this process and make sure you get some glowing reviews on the iTunes store, or the Apple Podcast store as it's now known, should I say. So I'll go into exactly how to do this in the live class. You'll be able to catch it on my Facebook page, and also YouTube channel will stream it live on the times on your screen now. The recording will be available to watch afterwards as well. By the way, if you've got any ideas for topics we should be discussing in these live backstage passes, please comment below. I'd love to hear any ideas that you've got. Finally, later on in January, I want to teach you the 4 elements of every successful podcast. You're going to absolutely love this because it's so simple, but it's so easy to replicate. It can really be applied to anything as well. It doesn't have to just be a podcast. It could be a radio show. It could be a bit of content, like a blog post, or even a video just like this one. But I want to teach you 4 secrets to creating successful content, really. But as I say, specifically looking around the area of podcasting. That's coming up later in the month. If you want to make sure you get that video plus behind the scenes updates and lots of tips and tricks, make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel, and make sure you click that notification button to make sure you get a notification when any new video is posted. Plus also, if you could follow me on Instagram, where I'm going to be posting lots of behind the scenes tricks and tips and all sorts of exciting stuff. My Instagram handle is on the screen now, so if you follow me over on there, appreciate that, and you'll be able to get all the latest. All right, Happy New Year once again. Thanks for watching this video. Lots of exciting stuff coming up in January. We're going to be doing a little video roundup like this at the beginning of every month, talking about what we've got planned for you. And I can't wait to get stuck into creating awesome content for you later in this year. If you think this has been useful, if you think anyone else would benefit from this, please feel free to share it with them. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. All right, take it easy.